There are apparently some military officers, retired lawyers, who look at the Mark Kelly situation and are blaming the Democrats. The Democrats who Donald Trump is calling for the execution of, accusing them of sedition for coming out with a video that tells troops that it is your duty to disobey, to refuse any unlawful orders given to you, which is the law. They're simply stating what the law is. But this line right here in this Washington Post story, I think, is worthy of examination. Now, the quote is unattributed, it just says retired military officers and lawyers. What worries me here is that there are apparently senior military officers, retired, and lawyers who haven't been paying attention to the fact that Donald Trump has been removing lawyers from critical positions in the military. There are no longer military lawyers reviewing all of the orders that they need to be. And that's part of the reason why we have in the Caribbean and around Latin America Navy ships just hitting random boats with missiles. In fact, the top Navy commander who's in charge of that region basically announced his early retirement, which is very unusual. Here's the deal: anyone who knows anything about history and the history of World War II and the justice that was meted out after knows that just following orders is not a legitimate defense. Anyone who's been to basic training and anyone who's spent any time in the military, which includes Pete Hegseth, though he was a part-time soldier, he was a soldier. Everyone who's ever served knows that you must refuse illegal orders. But because the Trump administration and Pete Hegseth have been removing lawyers from oversight positions from within the military, the legal experts in the military who are supposed to basically throw the flag if they see something inappropriate, they've been undermined. They've been just removed.